everyone, welcome to my Schooling YouTube channel. Today we are going to see about part 2 chapter 3 of Sociology class 12, Social Institutions, Continuity and Change. Let's get started, and before that click the red color subscribe button and press the bell icon. You will be notified every time. Now we are going to discuss about Government of India Act of 1935 about the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe people. It was felt that these people should be looked after, taken care of. Caste system and freedom struggle. Everyone came together, including the lower caste people, that is the untouchables. The names used for the lower caste people were Shudras, untouchables, Harijans, scheduled caste, and Dalits. Many people fought for the upliftment of the Harijans and made it part of the national movement. Example, Mahatma Gandhi ji was a Brahmin, B.R. Ambedkar was a Dalit, and Jyotiba Phule was also a Dalit. Harijans should not be ill-treated with includes removal of untouchability and other social evils. Upliftment of Harijans were required. Even when Harijans are uplifted, the rights and superiority of the Brahmins will remain. Harijans should also be included in the national movement. Now we are going to discuss about caste in contemporary India. Abolition of untouchability and constitution are the topics we are going to cover in this. Abolition of untouchability. The implementation of Article 17 was difficult initially because of the upper caste people protest. Constitution. People should be given jobs without considering caste, etc. It should be based on achievement. Now there are reservations for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe people. Therefore, it is successful for SC and ST to become a part of the mainstream, leading to the upliftment of the SC and ST. In urban areas, industries were encouraged and job opportunities were given to people, irrespective of their caste and based on their skill and qualification. However, till today in smaller areas, people still offer jobs based on one's caste. Two aspects are to be included when caste is still important: marriage and politics. Even in the rural areas, still now, honor killings for intercaste marriage happens. That is, when the girl marries an intercaste boy, the girl is being killed. Urban areas, intercaste marriages are now accepted. Politics, reservation in educational systems, parties, etc. It is also called as politicization of caste. Now we are going to discuss about what is Sanskritization. When the lower caste tries to copy or imitate the model of the upper caste without changing their caste, it is called as Sanskritization. Now we will discuss what are the advantages and disadvantages of Sanskritization. Advantage: better standard of living. It improves the social status of everyone. The gap between the upper caste and the lower caste is reduced. Disadvantage: culture gets eroded. They automatically become inferior when they copy each other. Copy practices such as dowry declines the position of women. People look down upon each other because of their own caste being copied by others. How do they copy? Brahmins do not eat non-vegetarian food generally and do not drink alcohol. Tribals give up eating non-vegetarian food and give up drinking alcohol. People would consider them of higher caste, status or position. We are now going to discuss about what is a dominant caste. After independence, there was the zamindari system where the zamindar's land was sold off to marginal or small or landless farmers due to the Land Ceiling Act. The zamindars thus sold off their land to work in the industries. Thus the middle or medium landowners acquired the land. Even some Shudras also acquired land. They had social, political and economic power. These people comprised of the dominant caste. Now you understood what is dominant caste. For example, Yadavas of Bihar, Jats of Haryana and Punjab, Reddys, Kanas of Arunachal Pradesh were the dominant caste. Upper caste. Caste is invisible for these people. Achieved status is given more importance than the ascribed status. Life chances are better for them. More educational qualifications are available for them. They have enough resources available. Technological and educational qualifications are also considered. Now let us go into the lower caste people, how they are being treated. Caste is more visible for these people. Education, there are reservations and it leads to upliftment of the caste. In rural areas, especially in occupation, more importance is given to the ascribed status. The lower caste takes advantage of reservations using caste to push themselves forward. They do not have life clauses before, but now they use their caste to power themselves. Tribal community. Tribal community. The total population of tribes in India is 8.2%. They are also called as Janjatis, Adivasis, Vanjatis, Harijans. They share the same name, language, occupation or area. For example, they are Gonds, Santals or Gujars. Now we will go into the classification of tribal societies. Classification of tribal societies features. We are going to now look into the classification based on 8 types like the features, permanent traits, geographical, territorial, north and northeast zone. The maximum number of tribes are there here. Highest concentration could be found in places like Sikkim, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir. The tribes found here are Nagas, Khasis, Bodos and Kemis. Next is the central zone. Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Bihar and Odisha. The tribes found here are Santals, Gonds and Bhils. Southern zone. Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. The tribes found here are Thodas, Kotas and Chenklus. Western zone. Example, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra. The tribes found here are Santals, Gonds, Bhils, Gujars and Riva. West Bengal and Odisha. It is not very populated. The size. Next comes the size. 1 million Bodos, Khasis and Mundas. So there are only 1 million Bodos, Khasis and Mundas. 4 million Gonds, Santals and Bhils are found. Language. Coming to language, we can find Aryans, Dravidians, Austric, Tibeto-Burman. Aryans, North Indians, Punjabi, Hindi and Sanskrit. Dravidians, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, South Indian, Chenkuls and Kotas. Austric influenced from Austria, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, North Belt. Tibeto-Burman, Nagas and Bodos and Northeast. The language is no longer in the pursued form due to intermingling of tribes. Next, we see the classification based on race. Differentiation based on physical characteristics. Aryans, North, they are very fair. Dravidian, South, they are very dark. Negroid, Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka, they are also very dark. Mongolian, Northeast, Oriental eyes. They have Oriental eyes. Next, based on the acquired traits. Based on their occupation, coastal, fishing, coconut, palm trees, salt. Next, based on forests. Hunting, food gathering, honey collection depends on geography and livelihood and availability of resources. They are closer to the urban areas, workers in factories, industries, etc. Next, cultivators, agriculture and shifting cultivation. Settle down in a place and do farming in fertile areas. Plantations, tea and coffee plantations in Assam, Nilgiri and Ooty. Integration towards the mainstream. Tribal point of view, they want to be a part of the non-tribals due to reservations, better opportunities so that their status gets uplifted. They didn't want to be a part of the non-tribals because they didn't want to lose their identity and wanted to be isolated. They didn't want to lose their culture. Non-tribal point of view. Tribal elite upliftment of status, education, gained a position and are treated very well. Others who are not as high casual laborers are treated badly. Give respect to skilled and don't respect the. Now we are going to discuss about the difference between caste and tribes. Caste, all India character. Tribes, different geographical areas. Caste, there is no particular name. Tribes, they have their own nature. Caste, there is no particular own religion. Tribes have their own religion, totemism, animism. Caste, there is an hierarchical society. Tribes, egalitarian society. Caste, occupation based on ascribed status. Tribes, occupation based on the geographical area. Criticism. The definition of tribals is criticized since they should not be isolated. They are part of our country and should not be mixed with the large population. Castes are doing tribal occupation and tribals are doing caste occupation. That is vice versa. We have Hindus who are fishermen. Tribals are not always in isolation. During British rule, they lost their status. Now let's get discussed about mainstream attitudes towards tribes, their socio-economic and political conditions. Forests were cleared to build roads. Life of the tribals changed drastically. They went through the forest. Moneylenders gave money to tribal and charged huge rates of interest. During this period, mining was introduced. British started reserving forests for themselves when tribals protested. Exclusive reserved areas of partially reserved areas of tribal land for tribals to use. Sociologists had two views, isolationists and integrationalists. Isolationists. Let the tribals have their privacy, but they should not be exploited by moneylenders. Integrationists. They were a part of the society. Constituent Assembly. Group of people who came together to formulate the constitution. It just took 2 years and 11 months. People came from all areas and sections of the society. A lot of case was taken about the lower caste and tribals. There were special plans, tribal plans that spoke about giving them reservations. They were included in the 5-year plans, integrated them through reservations and upliftment for their status. Now let us discuss about the national development versus tribal development. Building up of hydroelectric projects by cutting the forest. It prevents floods, generates electricity and irrigation facilities, taking away land and occupation from natural habitat. No rehabilitation for occupation. For example, Sardar Sarovar Dam on River Narmada, Pollavaram Dam on River Godavari. Forests are rich in mineral resources and mining projects take place. This displaces tribals. They go homeless. So many people come into the tribal culture, get coded and diluted. Example, northeastern states, Jharkhand are most affected. Tribal identity today. The life of the tribals have changed tremendously because of their incorporation into the mainstream. It had an impact on all four areas, social, cultural, political and economical. A lot of tribal revolts and movements have taken place in rebellion. Go. Now let us discuss about family and kinship. What is meant by family? A group of people who are related to each other either legally by marriage or biologically by blood. A unit of people living together as sanctioned by the society. Bond of togetherness, security and a sense of sacrifice and belongingness is there. It is a universal and permanent relationship. What is kinship? Kinship. A person related to the other person might be biologically or by legally. Biologically by blood, legally by marriage, spouse, in-laws. Classification of family. Based on the size, it is nuclear, a small family, parents and children, or a joint family, 2 or 3 generations live together, or an extended family, 2 or more siblings live together with their families. Based on residence. Patrilocal, matrilocal and neolocal. Patrilocal, after marriage the girl goes to boy's house. Matrilocal, after marriage boy goes to girl's house. Neolocal, couple sets their own house based on descent. Patrilineal, matrilineal and bilineal. Patrilineal, male's surname is adopted, lineage is traced through the father, property is inherited by the males. Matrilineal, mother's surname is used, lineage is traced through the mother, property is inherited by the females. Bilinear, property is shared, movable property goes to girl, the jewelry and money, immovable property goes to the boy, land and house. The diverse forms of the family. Patriarchal, matriarchal. Power and authority is with the male for the patriarchal who makes all the important decisions. Matriarchal. Power and authority is given to the female of the house. Matrilineal and matriarchal society is found in Meghalaya, Khasi, Jaintia, Garo tribes, Kerala, Nair family. Property goes from mother to daughter, inheritance from mother to daughter, control uncle to nephew. Role conflict. Women, wife or sister, thinks that whether my brother is paying more attention to my family or to my sister family. Man, husband or brother should pay more attention to my family or my sister family. Role conflict is more often for the women. Women possess only token authority, men are the de facto power holders. Despite matrilineal, men are the power holders. We have concluded the chapter. If you like this video, hit the like button, share and comment. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Follow me on Instagram link which is given in the description box below. Thank you.